there guys, what's up? It is, of course, your host, Mr. WDT Productions, and you like the new intro? I dig the new intro. And, well, as you saw, it is a video review, and as you can tell by the title screen, we are finally going to be taking my look at the new what am I talking about? The TA-33 Takara Tomy Transformers Animated Hot Rod, or Hot Rodimus, Rodimus Minor, Rodimus Prime, Rodimus Nice Metallic. But yeah, so here we have the figure. Let's get into him. And trust me, this is a figure that is pretty freaking awesome. Let's do this. Now, before we can get into the figure, we obviously have to get into the beautiful box. Now, I'm gonna actually have to bring my new setup back a little bit and angle it up for you to be able to see this. So this is the box for it. It is classic Takara packaging, although I really can't say that because this is my first ever Takara figure, but from what I've seen, this is what it looks like. It says, as you can see, Transformers TA-33. I can't zoom, I'm using my webcam, so this is my new setup. First time to be doing this. Trying to angle everything properly. Yeah, nice artwork. Rodimus. Really nice artwork from the show. Gimmicks. Transform. Weapon. Face. Code. Pause. Scan. More figures. Yeah, so that's basically the box. You got this. In that one, you got Autobot. And then you got all the stuff that I came with. Like, I kept everything with me. So, this is his accessories. He comes with this, which is basically just the, hey, look what you can buy sheet. Okay, card. This is my card, but you can download it. There is the code of purchase. That's cool, and the instructions. So, oh, Lord. Alright, I'm not used to this yet, guys. But, yeah, so that's basically the package. I guess it's time for us to get into the figure. And this is definitely, in my personal opinion, his strongest of the two modes. Obviously, he only has two modes. He's a robot and a car. He doesn't have a third mode. Unless you really want to be really technical and like try to create some sort of Michael Bay stealth force thing, but yeah, I'm not one of those people. I'm really sorry for touching my mic all the time, but I have to make sure it's there, and I forgot to make sure before I started recording again. So, anyways, car mode. Look at that sheen. Just look at it. I mean, robot junk, but it's a transformer. I mean, I have like zero giant gripes about this figure. I mean, it's everything I could have asked for for a hot rod vehicle mode. Now, this figure to me in this mode screams hot rod. Like, I mean, ooh. Yeah, I know, I didn't nick it. That is one of the problems with this figure in overall, but that it should be expected. I'll get into that later on. Right now, I'm gushing over this. I've had this thing for about 2 days. 2 days now. And, like, I cannot stop just, you know, looking at it. Like, it is, like, so awesome. And, I mean, like I said, this is my first ever Takara figure, so to get this in my hands as my first ever Takara figure, it's pretty cool. Especially considering what I had before, which, no big fancy cuts here, I'm just going to reach over here and grab it. Yeah, this is my Classics vs. Hot Rod. Yeah, this is the Reveal the Shield version from a couple years ago, not too long ago. But this was my Classic vs. Hot Rod. Now, I did lose one of the arms, and the other one I pulled off, so then it had like a different look of vehicle. But I mean, It didn't affect the height or anything. Like the height of the figure, the length of the figure, everything's the same of the toy. So, this is basically what I had to work with it. I mean, we've all seen the Classics Verse Hot Rod. I mean, it's one of the most used molds in Classics Verse. If not, you know, pretty darn close to it. So, yeah, this mold. At first I thought it was pretty cool, you know. But I mean, you got this guy. I mean, you put them next to each other and like... Now, obviously I'm not lining up perfectly, but that's just because that's the guy I am. But I mean, that's, you know, probably a good half an inch or so longer on this guy than this. Which, yeah, sure, if you want a nice, long, sleek sports car, which is what this is supposed to be, that's cool. But I mean, the nice Cybertronian style car with a giant jet spoiler is what I want. This screams Generation 1 movie to me. Like, I don't know. You could just imagine Stan Bush's Dare going on, you know, driving by, you got like the classics G1 style, you know. I don't know, you know, smack into it and pops up on the other wheel. It's a style look. But I mean, just look at like the colors. I mean, if you didn't get your hands on the original Classics Verse Hot Rod, I mean, this is basically what I'm imagining you got. Because this was like, I don't think this was an exclusive. This was just, you go to your store and you buy this style thing. So, you know, it's not like it's a big deal. You know, that I got this is not an exclusive, in theory. So imagine a lot of people, for their Classics Verse, if they didn't go out and, you know, get it, they got this. I mean, this mold in general just fails compared to this one. So yeah, that's me gushing over this. Now for apparent problems that I can get out of the way now, so I can do my gush fest. The paint is obviously easy to nick. If you drop it, it's gonna nick. I got a couple of little paint scratches. It's very apparent during the joints. I mean, you can see it right there. It's just starting to scratch and wear away because of transformation, but that's okay. I know those people who are like, oh my god, it's scratching, the paint's missing because of the transformation. I mean, it's so small, it's not even noticeable. I guess it's kind of noticeable on camera and in person, but I mean, it's not something I'm gonna vote down the toy on. The other annoying factor is the way the spoiler is. Now, I realize this is the styled look, and probably how it was in the show. Yes, I have seen the show. I would have loved if they could have, like, I mean, you look in the back here, and it's raised up like that. I would have liked it if they could have, like, just you know, maybe like, you know, a millimeter or so. Just made it a little lower, because in person, I mean, it, for me personally, it just kind of sits a little too high. But, yeah. That's just my one nitpick. I mean, it looks good from the front, you know. And I don't really know what I'm saying. The other thing is that it can lift up and, like, rotate around and stuff. I guess it's kind of cool if you want, like, a kind of, you know, ooh, we're sliding animation type of look where it's like the car is in two parts because it's sliding so fast, I guess, look, but I don't know. In vehicle mode it gets annoying because it does tend to get loose and pop up and, you know, add extra height to it and, like, get, like, at that kind of crooked angle and bugs me. But yeah, other than that, I really have no big problems with this. Well, except for the engine, which, as you can see, it's the engine of, like, red, over this nice red plastic, so it kind of breaks the look of, like, the nice, I don't want to call these flames, the nice, like, crest, because they're not flames, it's a crest. But yeah, basically, robot, vehicle mode, good mode. It's a good mode. I enjoy it. Enjoy it deeply. Well, guys, normally I do the actual transformation, I guess. happened first, and I did a video that's on transform. Oh my god! Like I said, this thing. But I'm not going to transform it live. I'm going to montage it. So, good old Mr. Sly Fox. Will you please be ever so kind to hit the music?
Into you, knew you were the one for me. Said I'll always be true, even if we didn't give time for this to shine. I said to hell it will be alright. And now it's Wednesday. What the hell I told wrong? See a different side of you that just doesn't belong. But you're stuck in my mind. I keep pressing rewind. She said, can you hear me? I'm blowing up your stereo. Every time you're hearing a whoa, turn it up or down and feel something like vertigo. Everywhere you go, I'm stuck in your radio. It was Sunday, while listening to you. You were just so good to me. Wish you leave some space. Needed some more time, but you pull me in. With your words you plot a crime. So it's Wednesday. What did I do wrong? I showed you the wrong side of me. Now you're acting crazy, but I'm stuck in your mind.
Thank you.
Keep it in rewind.
As you can see, we have him transformed. And here's his other hand. This is the one problem I have with this entire figure, and that is when transforming him, you know, is very easy to pop. It's often. God, now I know what Optibotimus talks about. Like, really? These arms have not been this, you know, frequent to fall off. Here he is, standing nice, tall, proud, very, very Rodimus Prime-esque. And I have his legs kind of bow-legged. Let me fix that. There we go. And that comes my one. I should say a gripe, because that's how it was in the cartoon. So it's not a gripe, but I do say it's kind of weird to have a hot rod vehicle mode, but have a Rodimus Prime feeling robot mode. Wow, I'm sorry for that. But I mean, you know, it's awesome. I do not have the bow and stuff with me, but I mean, I don't use the bow and stuff when I display this guy because it really does add to a very hindered articulated arm anyways. And I shouldn't say that, so let me get into the articulation now and get out of the way, so again, I can continue my gush fest. His head is on a very good ball joint, and it has, I guess you could call, neck movement due to transformation. Nothing due to transformation because you don't use it in transformation, but it has a neck joint, so that's kind of cool. Arms are shoulders, ball jointed, they go out, in, I guess you could technically call it two joints, I guess. It's a ball joint, and they have the the transformation swivel joint. This is how I pose the arm, so it only goes forward a little bit, and, yeah, like that. But you can fold the arms like this, and get a full bend from them and such of, but I don't like seeing screw holes. So that's that. The hands are on ball joints, and they also can rotate. They go in, out, and they also they actually go in and out on two joints, which is pretty good. Ball joint and a hinge for transformation. Waist does rotate, which is again, I don't know why, but I don't really use this piece of articulation too much with this guy. I mean, I guess it looks kind of cool. Anyways, legs are ball joints. They go in, or they go out and in, forward and back, bend at, I don't know, let's say a little under 90 degrees at the leg, at the knee, rotate just above the knee. I guess you can say it has a knee split, so you could, like, break his leg. And then it has a ball joint, but you can't go too far back, or else you get this. So, yeah. All in all, I think this is a very nicely articulated figure. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that this, I guess you can say, is articulated. I'll go up that in a second. Now, yeah, so basically, overall, if you're just looking for a nice articulated figure, I'd say this is a pretty good one from being, you know, with anime. Although anime, for the most part, was pretty well articulated. Now, let's do gripes. Obviously, this. But I can't really, it's a minor gripe, which is why it's first. But it does get kind of annoying. But, I mean, other than that, it's not too bad. The shoulder thing, it's not that bad. I've gone, you know, if you tab this bit in all the way, it does keep the chest area locked into place, which is kind of cool. I kind of like the way that whole thing works. The other gripe in this mode is the bow and arrow. I have it. I didn't want to just show it off because I think that's like the weakest part about this figure. And then my biggest gripe about this mode: shiny, not painted. Shiny, not painted. So I'm assuming this is colors under all of the nice shiny plastic. So they didn't paint it, but I mean, that's okay, I guess. It's not that bad looking, I suppose. But one thing that I find interesting, that if you really don't like this kind of whole Rodimus Prime-esque look, because at first I did, and then I kind of accepted it, you can take this, fold it back, you lift it up and around, and you lift it back up, and you get, now yes, it is kind of a lot flimsier, but it does kind of give it a little bit more hot rod-esque lowered wings, and I think that looks pretty good, you know. Obviously, you have the face there, which, let me angle up a little bit, which, you know, obviously is very old looking, because this is supposed to be Rodimus Prime, not Hot Rod. But all in all, I'd say that this guy is pretty good. Now, for size comparison with the guy that I probably should have transformed during my last break, but I didn't feel like it. So you gotta listen to me talk as I quickly transform this guy, which shouldn't take too long because he's a pretty easy transformation. And I didn't even have him fully transformed into car mode when I showed him off, so that's always a plus. I forgot to do that. So basically, hold on, I have to do the fins. So yeah, you can bask in his awful glory, the glory known as Hot Rod, for a few more seconds. Before I bring in this guy. Hey, you remember? Ooh, Jesus. Okay, well, I guess this is the thumbnail shot then. Yeah. This guy just tried to kill that guy. Okay, well, thumbnail shot. Well, you guys bask in its awful glory. And now we're back to my review. So, as I was trying to show you the major height difference between the two. Send this guy back up as much as I want, and here we go. This guy standing. Why aren't you standing, Hot Rod? You're a brick. Oh, that's why. Ha 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 ha. I hate you, Hot Rod. Come on, stand. Okay, fine. I will put your crotch forward there. Will you stand now? Okay, I never realized how finicky this figure was. Alright, so here they are. Chest to chest. I mean, really? This guy I thought was perfect. And I met this guy. Now, yes, I guess I do realize that this was an earlier figure, and I guess that's more scale accurate with what the scale was for this figure. This guy is supposed to be Hot Rodimus, so he is supposed to be taller, respectively. Still, this guy was longer in vehicle form. All that length went right into this chest. So, I mean, when you flip these up, because that's what I'm going to do, because that's how I like displaying him. I mean, he's even taller. So, yeah, this guy is my father. He's dead to me. So, yeah. I said fodder, by the way, not father. But, yeah, guys, I suppose that is the end of my glorious review of the Takara TA-33 Hot Rodimus. It's just Rodimus. Rodimus, Hot Rodimus. All the names, except for all the names that this guy can be. Hot Rod, Rodimus, Hot Rodimus, Rodimus Prime, Rodimus Minor. I'm trying to think of what else he could be. I think that's it. He could be a total of 5 different names, whichever one you want to choose from. So, yeah, guys, I guess that's the end of my review. Overall, I say go pick this guy up. I got this guy at Captured Prey, and I unfortunately do not have one of those cool little, fancy calling card plugins for Captured Prey, but I do have a link to this figure, which will be right here. There will be an annotation right here, and a link down in the description box below, if it's still there by the time you're watching this. I have no idea what YouTube's going to do now, but as of right now, it's right there. It's right down there. So go check it out. I got this guy. This was the lowest price I found them for, which was $25.99 or $24.99, one or the other. And that was without shipping. With shipping, I only paid like $32. So, and I got him like 2 days, 3 days. So, yeah, this guy, I give him a thumbs up. Captured Prey, I give double thumbs up. My double thumbs up, I give double thumbs up for. Anyway, guys, that's been my review from both me and Hot Rod. We wish you to be good. Don't do anything stupid. And as always, guys, till all are one.